Hey, what's up, guys and girls? Cody here, and I've got some team deathmatch on our way. And this is the fourth episode of my How to Play Like a Pro series.
Team deathmatch.
Okay, if you've watched my previous videos, then you'll notice right off the bat that there are some differences with my class setup in particular. Typically, I'm going to be using the FAMAS with dual mags and Flak Jacket Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Ninja Pro. But this time, I am using the Commando with the Suppressor, Scavenger Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Ninja Pro. The reason my class setup is different as well, the situation for the map and how I'm going to be playing it is a little different. And that's what this episode is all about, picking the perfect class for the job. Now, when I say perfect, that's a rather loose term. Really, there is no perfect way to set up your class. It's a lot of it is really situational based and also preference. Okay, so but however, there are some class setups that can work better in certain situations than others. Okay, in this particular case, the reason this class setup works well for me is because I'm typically the kind of player who likes to stick around the perimeter of the map and kind of work my way around. Okay, this map is such a large map, a lot of really wide open spaces. If I'm keeping around the perimeter of the map, it's going to keep me away from the middle, and I'm going to be at a pretty good distance from a lot of the action and a lot of the enemy players. Since that is the case, I'm going to want to pick a weapon that's going to do well over a long range. The Commando works well for me. Also, the single shot weapons or the burst fire weapons are also an excellent choice. But in this particular case, I also wanted to have a weapon with fully automatic capabilities just in case I found myself in a close quarter battle, which I do multiple times in this particular match. Okay, as far as the perk setup, my first perk has changed. Typically, like I said before, I'm using the Flak Jacket Pro. I use a Flak Jacket to avoid claymores and also RC cars mainly. I'm going to be at such a distance from the middle of the action and such a great distance from where most of the enemy teams will be spawning from. I really have no worries for claymores, and most RC cars, if there are any, would have to travel some distance to come out to me, and usually they're going to run into one of my teammates before they get to me, or they're just going to run out of time, period. So since I'm not worried about all that stuff, that frees up my first perk. I've got a couple of options that I could possibly choose from. Usually I'd probably either choose from Ghost or Scavenger. I like having the extra ammo, and also being at a distance, I could easily burn through some ammo trying to pick off people at that kind of range. So having the extra ammunition, I think, is a win-win situation for me. So I'm going to go with the Scavenger perk. Okay, because I have the Scavenger perk, this frees up another option for me. Usually I'm using the dual mags. I don't use it for the faster reload because I get that with my tier 2 perk, Sleight of Hand Pro. Okay, I don't need the dual mags because I don't need the extra ammo. I don't need the extra ammo because I've got Scavenger. Okay, so now I've got some attachment options I can choose from here. I could, being at a distance, I could easily choose to go with some better optics, a red dot sight, ACOG, reflex, whatever it might be. This could help greatly, especially at the kind of range that I'll be firing from. Helping me get a better sight on the enemy. However, if you're like me, I love using the iron sights. I always have in the Call of Duty series. I'm comfortable with them, and I can usually use them pretty well. So I'm not really concerned with the optics. That leaves me a couple more options. I could use the extended mags, but And I really extended mags could work well in that situation. Like I said, you could be burning through some ammo, uh, and having that extra munition in your clip to take out those really long range engagements could be useful. Or I could go with, I don't know. There's a lot of options, but in this case, because I'm working my way around a lot of the central points of the map, except for right here in this case, and really the only primary reason is that I'm moving through more the middle here, is because we have a Blackbird up and I have a better advantage over the team here. But anyway, I decided to go with the suppressor because I'm gonna kind of sneak my way. I'm a little sneaky pants and work my way around the map and pick people off as I go along, and they're never gonna see it coming until it's too late. Their teammates will never know I'm there until it's too late. Okay. Not also, I especially like using the suppressor with the commando. It's actually my probably my preferred attachment for this weapon. Okay, all in all, if you notice a pattern here, all of the perks, all of the attachments, the weapons, they all tie into each other. If you change one, a lot of times that'll open up possibilities for another one. If you change an attachment, that can open up possibilities for a perk or other attachments. All of these kind of interlink together in how you're going to play your game and how you're going to approach the objective or the enemy team or whatever it might be. So choosing the right class is very, very crucial.
Friendly spy plane inbound.
So you've really got to take into consideration, again, go over it one more time, the map that you'll be playing on. Is it a small map? Is it a medium-sized map does it have a lot of cover points or a lot of wide open spaces? A lot of choke points? Is it something that snipers would like to play on? That's another thing. Think about how your enemy team could possibly use this map or play on this map. All right. You have to take into consideration the game type. Is it an objective-based game or is it a kill-based game? And how are you going to approach that? Are you going to be an objective player and dive right into the action and take objectives? In that case, you might want to consider using a perk built for speed to reach the objectives faster with maybe a submachine gun or something for those close encounters. Or you got to take a more defensive role and kind of stand back from the action and pick people off from a distance. And then you might want to consider a class such as this. Also want to take into consideration your particular style of play. There are a lot of considerations to make when you're choosing your class. And I hope that this episode will help you choose the perfect class for your game. If you like the video or if you have any questions, be sure and let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to rate and subscribe for the latest from my channel. And if you're interested in the final score, it is 22-3. And I just want to thank you guys for watching. Peace out.